Hey y'all. So I was riding down the highway and I was listening to something about Blueface and his girlfriend. And it really made me think how as women we really sometimes stay in toxic relationships. And it made me think about times where I accepted things that I know I should not have accepted, or I allowed certain behaviors that I know I should not have allowed, or maybe allowed somebody to treat me less than what I should have been treated. And I thought about, in my case, why do we do that? Like, why do we stay in these relationships and we know that they're toxic? What is it? What are we lacking? And it made me think about how far I've come. And I thought about, we're not taught. We're not really taught that it's okay to be alone, Growing up, I wasn't taught that it's okay to be alone. So whenever we are put into a situation where we are alone, it literally feels like we're in a foreign world. Like it's not normal, right? So I've been in relationships since I was 12 years old. It wasn't until I was in my late 30s that I wasn't in a relationship, like in a relationship. So to go from always being with somebody to not being with somebody was so difficult for me. But it really plummeted me. So I just wanted to drop this in there. I said that I have been in relationships since I was 12 years old. And that is the truth. I have been in 2 relationships my entire life. I'm 43 years old. And I have been with 2 men my entire life. And I'm married to both of them. So, yeah, when I say that I've been in a relationship since I was 12, that's what I mean. It really plummeted me into my healing process. It really, really did. And I can see it now. But as it was happening, I did not realize it because I was so hurt and I still wanted so badly to be in a relationship. I did not want to accept the fact that I needed this time to be alone. Y'all, I know this is going to sound crazy, but I literally had to remind myself that I was a woman. I had to remind myself that I was Dee Dee, the woman. That before I was ever a wife or before I was ever a mom, I was the woman, the girl, Dee Dee. And I literally had to remind myself of that because I realized as I was in my healing process, I realized that somewhere along the lines, Dee Dee, the woman, and me knowing who I was as Dee Dee, the woman, got lost in the shuffle. So when I got thrown into being an individual, who I am as Dee Dee the woman, not Dee Dee the wife, not Dee Dee the mom, I didn't know what to do with that. I was devastated and scared as heck, to say the least. But I knew that I had came to a very critical moment in my healing process when I woke up one day and I realized that it was okay to be alone. That I was okay. I was safe with me. I was okay. Like, I looked around and I'm like, I looked around and I'm like, I'm still good. I'm still all intact. I'm making it. Like, I'm doing this. And I'm by myself. And I began to, y'all, I literally had to get to know me again. That's why, for people who knew me prior to me going through this transformation is what I'll call it, I probably looked totally different. I talked different. I don't think the same. I don't believe the same things. I've been transformed, like literally, because I had to learn who Didi was, because I didn't know. I really, really didn't. And so it made me realize, once you get to that point, once I got to that point where I was like, you know what? I'm okay. I'm safe with me. I'm good. I'm okay to be alone. You know, I started doing things on my own. I never liked to drive. I still don't like to drive, but I wouldn't drive places by myself. I started pushing myself to do the things that I never liked to do. I started realizing that I was a cool chick. Like, I'm okay to hang with. Like, dang, I didn't know I was this cool. I didn't know I could be happy without being with somebody. I didn't know I could obtain this type of joy without being around somebody or being in relationship. I didn't know. Now I do, though. So now now I know that. Why would I tolerate something less than what I deserve when I now know that I'm okay by myself? Not saying that that's what I want or I'm content with that. I just think that God wanted me to know that I can be okay by myself, because sometimes as women, we literally feel like we cannot, and that we have to have a man. We have to be in a relationship. And sometimes God wants us to be by ourselves so that we can rely fully on him and understand that we don't need that. But when he gives it to us, it's a blessing. And now you don't have to go into a relationship and putting all that pressure on your partner to fulfill you, because you already fulfilled yourself. You're good. Because in your mind, you know, like in my mind, I know, like, I'm not going to just settle for anything because I'm okay. Because I know now that I'm okay by myself. Like, I don't have to be in a rush to be in a relationship. I don't have to do any of that. I'm at peace. My spirit is calm. I'm always calm. I used to be a rah-rah type of girl, running off at the mouth, like just over the top. I'm none of those things anymore. But that's only because God sat me down and humbled me. Yes, this has been a humbling experience. So it quieted me down. Like, I'm no longer that type of girl. And I'm okay. I'm okay. So that dropped in my spirit. I just wanted to share that with y'all. Ladies, just know, work on you and know that it is okay. I pray that you guys have had. I pray that you have done it on purpose. It's your girl Didi. I'm signing out. Deuces.